The idea that our world is a simulation has existed since the time of Pythagoras. In the movie The Matrix, everything around us is a large computer program. People take it for reality because this program creates sounds, images, and all human sensations. Such a world could not exist, since such a structure contradicts the basic laws of our universe. One of these laws is the law of conservation of resources. Its essence is that in order to create something, the option associated with the least expenditure of energy and effort will be chosen. Making one supercomputer to simulate the entire world, so that all people live inside it, would be too irrational. Such a mechanism would be much larger in size than the entire universe. It would be infinitely simpler to make many small computers, so that each personal computer would create a small personal universe for each person individually. In this case, there is no need to create the entire world. It is enough to work out the person's body, his sensations, and a small part of the physical universe around him. Only the part to which his attention is currently directed. This is easy to check. Try to make some unexpected spontaneous movement in space. Your computer will not have time to download some parts of the world from the server, and you will see a lot of strange things. At the same time, for other people who have been there for a long time, everything will be as usual. Look, everything on our planet is arranged exactly like this. People who play computer games do not play on the server, but on their personal computers. They are the ones who create a personal virtual reality for each player. The server only makes the changes necessary for the coordinated play of different people. Have you ever had a situation where you tried to quickly pick up some small object, but it slipped out of your hands? You managed to pick it up only on the third or fourth try. Don't worry, your coordination of movements is fine. The server just did not have time to transmit the changes. Everyone lives in their own separate world. The server makes changes to these worlds related to the weather, the location of other people's bodies and objects, for consistency. This is easy to prove. Imagine some object. It will be real to you to varying degrees depending on the power of your imagination. But for other people it will not exist at all. Why? Because you created it in your personal universe. In order for other people to see it, it must be transferred to the server, and the server must transfer information about it to other users. But there is a software ban on saving and transferring objects created by thought. Only changes created by direct physical contact are saved and transferred to other players. Because of this, a false feeling arises that a person is a physical body in one physical universe for everyone. If this were so, then any imaginary object would be created in the common world, and everyone around would see it. A person cannot move an object with the power of thought, because he applies efforts not to the object itself, but to its image in the personal universe. Nevertheless, the server sees well not only the physical, but the entire mental world of a person. Personally for each, it periodically gives opportunities for the realization of individual desires. The degree of this realization depends on the person himself. When people pray to God, they try to make changes in the physical universe with the power of thought. Sometimes the server meets them halfway. That is why religion is so popular in the world. For the same reason, many believe in the supernatural. The brain is well suited to the role of a personal computer. In this case, the brain does not perceive the world, but, on the contrary, creates it. And a person who is not a brain looks at this world. Déjà vu is a feeling that this has already happened. This happens when parts of the brain are updated, when other parts retain the memory of previous versions of the program. Memory is stored in the brain. After the death of the brain, the entire universe dies with it, and memory is also lost. Therefore, a person does not remember his past lives. When a child is born, a person is placed in his brain. The universe is loaded, and the person gradually begins to perceive the world that is created by his brain.